Tubular, what it do? What up, Tube? Today, this video is about to be, it's just gonna be a little showcase of the books that have, I wanna say, completely have changed my life, have helped me master myself, helped me master my thoughts, helped me, yeah, just master my thoughts, really, help me master my mind, really, help me integrate a lot of the things that I want to become within my mind, a lot of, because I'm not sure what I'm gonna title this video. Let me move y'all back a little bit. I think it's probably just gonna be titled like 3 books that helped me, that changed my life or something like that. But I have 4 books though. One book, it's like I couldn't really pick 3, but yeah, no. But these books may seem, because I know some people like they talk about which books help or like they should read, and like people always give them basic books. These books, they think these books are basic, like the title of the books, but it's like, I don't know, with these books, they be saying like these books are basic books about, say, starting your spiritual journey or spiritual growth or self-improvement, or anything like that. But it's like these books are real, like they may seem like basic books that everyone reads and everyone talks about, but it's like there's some truth in these books. There's real knowledge in these books, and there's real lessons and teaching moments that can help you alter your reality, really. So it's like, why not read these books? And I'm gonna try to tell my story about these books, but it's like these 4 books, like I literally started reading these books right when I started my spiritual journey. I remember this was like 2023, like the beginning of my sophomore year of college. And it's like, this is when I had my big spiritual awakening out, where I was like becoming aware of so much stuff. And I was really putting together, like, what am I doing for myself? I was really putting together what is it that I want for myself? What is it that I want to change? What is it that that needs to happen in order for me to grow even more? So it's like these books really help me do that. They really help me, these books really help me change my thoughts, help me be aware of my thoughts. It really just helped me become more aware of my reality, help become more aware of my mind and really who I am truly. So it's like these books have really changed me a lot. So it's like I want to relay my message through this video. But first book I'm gonna start with is I'm gonna start with this one. And it's like, bro, I haven't read these books since 2022, 2023, because it's like, I'm the type of, I don't really like rereading books. It's like once I read a book, like it's clear to me, like I get it. Like I don't know, that's just me. Same thing with like movies or like shows. I'm not really into rewatching things, but that's just me. But first book is Emotional Intelligence. I'm pretty sure this was like one of the first books that I read in my spiritual journey. And it's like, I'm trying to remember, this book was mostly about like your emotions and knowing your emotions and feeling your emotions and knowing when to react, knowing when not to react, and just I feel like more about being observant of your thoughts and your emotions, and not reacting so quickly, like not reacting to when you're mad or when you're sad or when you're angry, and just understanding more of your emotions personally, and and the thoughts that you are bringing into your mind, and while reading this book, it helped me a lot with well, hold on, let me read the back a little bit. Okay. Yeah, no, this book truly helps with becoming more aware and more confident in your mind, and in the space in your mind. It helps you become more, say more in control of your mind and where your thoughts are and your emotions are. So it's like it helped me a lot with learning who I needed to become in the space that I was in the environment that I was in. It helped me, like truly dig into my head and figure out what is for me and what is not, you know? But it's like, oh, this was like one of the first books that I read. Here it says, Managing Emotions to Make a Positive Impact on Your Life and Career by Jill Hansen. Yeah, this was like one of the first books that I read on my spiritual journey. It's a solid book. I mean, because your emotions are very important, and knowing when to feel those emotions and when to react on those emotions. You know, because it's like emotions is energy in motion, you know? So it's like each emotion that you feel, whether how you react to it can correspond into not correspond, but can relay back into your reality based on how you reacted to that emotion. So say like if you were angry and you were thinking angry thoughts and you acted on that angriness, then that's going to reflect your reality, you know? That's going to reflect on your life choices, you know, that you make. But yeah. All right, next book is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy, Dr. Joseph Murphy. I remember reading this book. This book was really important in my spiritual journey, I remember. And it just talked about so much of just, you know, about your subconscious mind and the things that aren't on the surface level, and the ideas and the thoughts and the emotions that aren't on the surface level, you know? Okay, yeah. What I remember, this book helped me a lot in one area of my life. This book has a lot of like practices that you can do, a lot of you know, it gives you like instructions on things that you could do, things that, you know, you can start implementing into your life, you know? And I remember this book helped start getting me aware of about affirmations and about like reassurance and within your own self. You know, it helped me with, you know, being more intentional about your thoughts and setting more intentions throughout your days and through your mind, you know, because I remember here I highlighted a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna read one of them. I said, okay, they would give you like certain affirmations based on the subject it was talking about, but this one says, let this be your day, or I can show you that I highlighted, but let this be your daily affirmation. Write it in your heart. I am one with the infinite riches of my subconscious mind. It is my right to be rich, happy, and successful. Money flows to me freely, copiously, and endlessly. I am forever conscious of my true worth. I give of my talents freely, and I am wonderfully blessed financially. It is wonderful. Because I remember like reading these parts of the book, it's like I remember I would instantly write it down in like my journal, or I would try to implement it instantly when I wake up or when I go to bed. And I did a pretty good job with repeating affirmations and you know, recoding like your brain or whatnot, you know. But this book has a lot of that stuff of, you know, it gives you lessons that you can try, it gives you instructions that you can try. But this book really helped me with like, you know, setting intentions more, being more aware of the things that you want to set, you know. You know, but the main idea of this book was, as reading, because a lot of the stuff that I highlighted was, it's a bunch of affirmations, and that's what really rewiring your subconscious mind is like reassuring your subconscious mind that, okay, this is who we are, this is how we want to be, this is how we view ourselves, in speaking that and like saying affirmations. Like, you, although your conscious mind may not believe it, but you're telling your subconscious mind that you're like secretly hijacking your subconscious mind to convince your conscious mind that this is the way you are, you know. So this book helps a lot with, you know, with affirmations and you know, rewiring your subconscious mind and figuring out how you want to think consciously, you know, and how you want yourself to be consciously, how you present yourself consciously. Reading this book will help you with your subconscious to help you do that, you know. And this book is also about a lot about talking to yourself, you know, a lot of telling yourself who you are and who you truly want to become, and that's doing that helps with speaking to yourself. So that can be, so you can integrate all of that, and that becomes part of your DNA, you know? But yeah, this book has helped a lot with thinking and intentions. All right, with the like affirmations and the intentions, I'm gonna give you another example of this book. The topic here, or this, the title was, or the chapter, How to Avoid Mental Conflict. And then one of the affirmations it says is make this practical statement frequently, particularly, how do you say, particularly prior to sleep, by day and by night. Or this is the affirmation. By day and by night, I am being prospered in all my interests. And it says, this affirmation will not arouse any argument because it does not contradict your subconscious mind's impression of financial lack. You know, and this book even helps with money wise, and your you know, your ideas with money, and your mindset with money, you know. I'm gonna read you another one. It says, every morning as you awaken, deposit thoughts of prosperity, success, wealth, and peace. You know, this book is truly just about intentions, you know, setting your intentions and then allowing your subconscious mind to reflect back on it, and allowing it to, you know, register. But book is also about repetition and repeating these affirmations and repeating your thoughts into your mind that you want to change, you know. But yeah, this is a good book. The spiritual journey, being present is everything, bro. Like that aligns you with everything, bro. That helps so much with just being still, being present, being aware of where your feet are, you know. But the next book is The Power. This is a pretty popular book, like, but this book is very powerful. This book is very powerful. There's a lot of stuff I have highlighted in this book, but you know, and it's like all these books share the same knowledge practically. They share the same story about, well, based off like the spirituality section of these books, and the books about like personal growth and all. It's like they share the same things in it, and it all comes down to your mind. It literally all comes down to your mind and your thoughts and just being present. They all share the same message, is presence and being still and observing more, not reacting so quickly to things, and not, you know, they share these same, you know, these same ideas, you know. They teach you the same things with different stories, you know. They teach you about awareness and consciousness, you know. So it's like these books are very important on a spiritual journey, you know, and teaching yourself how you want to change, you know, and what needs to be changed, and what needs to be let go of, what no longer serves you, you know. So it's like these books will help you do that. These books will, reading, like while you're reading these books, it'll plant a seed in your head practically while you're reading it. So then you're aware of it, and as you go about your day, you start to, you know, become more observant of how you choose to walk your path, you know. You start thinking differently, you know. You know, this book also talks about, like, it taught me that the past, present, and the future are all happening at the same time, you know, are all happening in this present moment. So it's like, you have to know that what you do in this current moment also reflects how your past was, and then what your future is going to be. So it's like, you have to really get centered within yourself in the present moment, really get grounded in how you feel, and who you want to become, and who you want to be, and how you want to impact your life, you know. So it's like all that happens in the now, and all that will carry on, all that will reflect based off your past or your future, you know. See, like it says it right here. You are in the here and now, while your mind is in the future. This creates an anxiety gap. And if you are identified with your mind and have lost touch with the power and simplicity of the now, that anxiety gap will be your constant companion. You can always cope with the present moment, but you can always cope with the present moment, but you cannot cope with something that is only a mind projection. You cannot cope with the future. You know, and it literally, and it's so simple. It can be so simple. It's just trying to be as present as you can, trying to be as grounded as you can, trying to be as rooted as you can into where your feet are, you know, and not trying to overthink, not trying to think of the next thing or think about what happened or think about what you should have done, you know. It's like all that overthinking, worrying, and anxiety will resolve itself once you're in the present moment, once you accept what already is, you know, once you surrender to your presence, you surrender to what is going around you now, what is around you, what are you feeling, what do you smell, what do you see, what is happening now, you know. All that heals you from your past or heals you from what to come, you know. But yeah, that's all the books. These books have really helped me literally just become more aware, become more observant of my mind and who I want to be, and you know, teaching me, you know, stillness, teaching me presence. But also I'm getting back into reading too. It's like, you know, I've mastered so many different parts of myself, and it's like now I'm going back to what really got me to where I am now, and that's reading, you know. And I really have not read as much as I used to, like in years too. But it's like, you know, there's different phases of your life that requires different moments of yourself, like different teaching moments require you to do this now, but then as you grow and as you change, as you heal, those teachings, those practices that you used to do no longer really served you as much, because you know you did that work, you put in that work, you healed yourself in that practice. So it's like some things aren't always meant to carry with you into your next life, you know. But reading is always a powerful tool. It's always, you know, it's like, I'm not saying, you know, don't, you know, but it's like reading's always gonna be there, you know. It's always gonna help you no matter what. It's always, no matter on what book you read, reading is always just gonna help you become more still. It's gonna help you become more present. It's gonna help you overthink less, you know. It's gonna help you see what's in front of you and be present in your presence, you know. But yeah, definitely I want to get back reading more. I want to, you know, and it's like I want to read other books besides just about spirituality. I want to read history books about like ancient Egypt or about the Mayans, you know. I want to read other types of books, you know. But yeah, definitely I recommend all 4 of these books. Very powerful tools to take you to your next level, to help you heal yourself, you know, help you heal your environment, heal the areas of your life that need help, you know. And it's like these books will help you figure out what it is that needs to be done and how you can change that, you know, and how you need to act on that. But you know, I think that's gonna be the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and if you have any books, text me or shoot in the comment whatever books I should read. But you know, but yeah,